Hi everyone, this is Frank. I decided to do a little video of a relative of mine, one of my aunts, um, who has a very interesting insights about our my grandfather. Big family. We have a lot of siblings, um, but my mom does have information, but there's a unique perspective from my aunt that she can give us. So I went over to her and asked her, "Hey, would you like to make a video? We can know a little bit more about our grandfather and maybe show us a little bit of pictures." So she agreed, and following video is a little interview we have with her with Tia Mercedes, who we love dearly, and we're so fortunate to have her nearby. Okay, I hope you enjoy it. All right, talk to you later.
Okay, so my name is Mercedes Ondina Farfan, but my maiden name is Mercedes Ondina Fernandez. So I am the third child of nine children my mother had, but I am the first one from my mother, Rosara Gomez, and my father, Felix Manuel Fernandez. I was born in New York, September 25th, 1963. So when I was little, my sister, who me and her are Irish twins because she was born exactly 11 months after me. She was born the 25th of August, 1964. Not even a year. Then we, excuse me, then we have my brother, who was born in 1965 in September. And then my sister Yvette was born in 1967. That is when my sisters came from Dominican Republic. Both of my elder sisters came from Dominican Republic to be instant babysitters. Yay!
Okay.
I felt so bad for them.
Oh.
Even till this day, I still thank them for coming into a situation like that because not only were they instant babysitters, but they had to deal with my dad. My dad was not a easy cookie to deal with. He was domineering. He was abusive, physically as well as mentally. Actually, he didn't even acknowledge us except for servants. So somebody had to get his slippers, somebody had to get his back, scratch his back, somebody had to go get his t-shirt, somebody had to go get the alcohols. There was always to do. So what we used to do is we used to avoid him as much as possible. But my mom was a consistent person in the household. She was always there cooking, cleaning, giving birth, because she kept giving birth over and over again. I kept telling her, Mom, why you have to have so many kids? When the last kid finally came out in 1973, I was so happy because she had girl after girl after girl. So far, it was only my brother, the only boy, girl after girl, and he used to hate it because in the wintertime, Mom used to put these pantyhose that were really thick, and she would put it on him too. And he would cry, tears coming down his face because he wasn't a girl. And Mom used to make us clean our underwear by hand, so we would hang it in the bathroom. And he would hate going into the bathroom. Oh, I'm tired of seeing all these panties. So when the last kid finally came, he came out a boy. He was celebrating.
Oh.
Finally, a boy. So he catered to that boy, and let me tell you, every year when he was old enough to work, he would buy him a Hess truck. Every Christmas, buy him a Hess truck. Even when they became adults, he would still buy him a Hess truck. It was like that special bond that they had because they were two brothers. So when I was little, I was about 9 years old. My father, before that, my sister Yvette was always a favorite. And we always wondered, why is Yvette the favorite? Nobody had an answer. Mom would sign Rosado Gomez, but my name was Fernandez. I would ask Mom, why don't you sign Fernandez like me? Go ask your father. So I would go to Dad and be like, Dad, why does Mom not sign Fernandez? Go ask your mother. So I never got an answer. So, still, Yvette was still the favorite. We always wondered why. Blatant favoritism. So, I was about 9 years old, and there was a custom that when Pop came to the door, and you hear the jingle of his keys, everybody runs to the front door. We ask for a blessing, bendición, and then as he comes in, one person gets his slippers, one person gets his alcohol, somebody's there to take off his shoes, somebody's there to take off his socks, somebody's there to get him. This was like, today I'm wondering why did we do this, but whatever, it already happened. But this day, when we open the door, he's standing there with the girl that looks just like Yvette. And then he goes, this is your sister. Play with her. And the rest of my siblings were like, okay. And they go to play. And I'm just standing there dumbfounded because as a little girl, I've always been the thinker. So they go to the room. They're playing with this girl that looks just like my sister. And I'm like the neurons are connecting. I was like, no way, no way, no way. And then finally I realized that Pop had another family. So I go to the room. Mind you, I'm about 9, so really I'm a little girl. I shouldn't know these things. I go to the room and I'm watching them playing with this little girl. It's not the girl's fault because she didn't choose to come in this world. But I'm 9, okay? So I look at my sister and I'm like, oh my God, do you know who this girl is? Do you know? And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, Pop has another family. No, wait, what makes you think that? I had to explain to them what this meant. And at that time, Pop used to come one week, not the other. Come one week, not the other. But he was a taxi driver. So we figured he was doing taxi and we were sleeping while he was working. Now we realize that he had somebody else. We lived in Manhattan. They lived in Queens. We lived in housing. They did not. We had to use food stamps. They did not. So that is the story of my life. And this is why, as a little girl, I said, I will not repeat that same pattern as I grow older.
And 3.
Okay, so due to the fact that my father was basically unreachable because he didn't really talk to us, but there's those few times that I remember that he acted like a dad should act. And I remembered him either carrying me or having us together. So in this picture, it's me and my siblings, and he's just there with a smile on his face, acting like a normal dad. Like, those are moments that I cherish because they were few and far between when we were young. But as I get older, you know, there's those happy moments. I remember he took us to Bear Mountain one time. He actually used to like to be outside and take pictures, you know, by the car. And let me tell you something about him driving. He would not drive over 45 miles an hour. Even if the speed limit was 55, he would not drive more than 45 miles an hour. So what did that mean? People were always honking behind him. He just felt that speed was not the thing. And, you know, he always had that big giant mustache. I don't know why he kept that mustache, but he had that big giant mustache. And the only reason I remember that it used to annoy me is because food would always get stuck on it. And he wouldn't be cleaning it off. It would just be stuck on the mustache. And I remember I whispered to Mom, can you tell Pop to clean his mustache? Because I didn't dare tell Pop. But he'd be eating like... And as he's chewing, you could see the mustache going bump, bump, bump with the little crumbs. And you know what? I remember the times that Pop and Mom would like... Those rare times that they would go to like a party that we were invited to, and they would actually dance. I was surprised that Pop even knew how to dance. I didn't know he knew how to dance, but he would dance with my mom. And those were good, fun, happy times. And he's always with a car. He always used to, like, when he used to dress up, he would wear these suits, and he would look dapper in his suits and be the man, you know? with his mustache because he was the man. By the way, my brothers claim that I am Pop without a mustache. I don't think I look that much like, but one day I'll grow a mustache and I'll let you know. And you know, there's pictures of Mom and Pop always together, and I don't know till this day why Mom adored him, because I didn't see the qualities that she saw in him. Later on is when I was able to talk to him, that I could talk to him. And if I ever talked to him about stuff we did in the past or he did in the past, he'd be like, that didn't happen. So there was denial. But I remember when I was pregnant and I took that picture with him and with Mom, and it was happy that at least he was happy during my pregnancy too. Why? Because I was having a boy. He only liked boys.